everything going on in the world of golf right now is centered on this whole LIV Tour thing. And we got to talk about it because it is the story of the moment. Tiger spoke yesterday at the Open Championship, and I thought he had some really great words about the situation. What are your thoughts on LIV? How do you think it impacts the game long term? And that was a deep breath you just took.
Yeah, it's a deep breath. You know, the LIV thing is interesting. I love the PGA Tour. I do a lot of work for the PGA Tour. I can understand the need and want for something different, you know? That being said, do I think that LIV is the answer? Not necessarily. I try to put myself, I mean, it's really easy to say, oh, I would never take money from the Saudis, but have you ever had a $200 million check, like $200 million check in your face?
It's not noon yet here in LA, so the day's full of possibility.
Yeah.
I always try and keep a positive outlook.
Never say never.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yes, from a moral standpoint, I don't think it's, you know, they're obviously not good people, and they're, you know, the money does not come from a great place. I wish that it was coming from somewhere else, but I can understand the sort of temptation for these guys that are kind of over the hill, if you will, on the back end of their careers, that are just like, hey, I'm not really going to be competing with the Justin Thomases, Scotty Schefflers of the world anymore. Let me sort of get my, you know, 70, 80 million and sail off into the sunset. Like, I can really understand how, and I've watched the broadcast. It's not bad. Like, it's pretty good. It's quick. I mean, I originally was like, shotgun start. That's kind of weird. And then I watched it and I was like, oh, this is actually nice because you're just going boom, 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 boom from one player to another. But I feel like the PGA Tour is in a tough spot. You know, this is kind of going to force them to evolve. And I think, which they already have sort of put in that new series for next year with the 8 tournaments. They're going to have like insane purses, almost the same amount as a LIV Tour. So if anything, I think it's, you know, I'm not sure about the longevity of it. And I think it'll be also, I mean, really what it comes down to is, will the LIV Golf Tour be granted official world golf ranking points? Because right now, all official world golf ranking tournaments are 4 rounds. And there are a lot of tournaments that are a lot smaller and have less stacked fields than LIV Golf events, but they're 4 rounds. And there are no tournaments that are shotgun starts. So LIV is going to go, they've put in their application. I saw on Twitter yesterday that they are now reviewing the application. But if they grant them points, then all those players will be allowed, you know, potentially can earn enough points to play in the majors. But if they don't grant them points, then some of those players that have not won majors yet are going to be forced to choose between going to LIV, taking their millions of dollars, or saying, no, I want to play in majors. And I think majors are really the thing that is, maybe if you're in it for the money, is really the thing that's going to make you potentially stop and think, hold on a second, do I actually want to do this?
Wow, it's such an interesting moment in the game, and the fact that it's the 150th Open Championship while this is all going on.